Okay, how's everybody doing out there today? We're going to go ahead and review a product that I've done some extensive research on. And what that product is Bondo. Now, a lot of people call it body filler, lightweight filler, and other names that are used on it. But I call it Bondo. That's what I grew up with. And that's what we are going to concentrate on. Now, I want to show you what we got here. This is, of course, my Bondo spreader. I got my Bondo palette ready. And the product that we're going to review is this product right here. This is called UPOL Gold Lightweight Filler. It's UP0745. Now, I've done my research on this. I know a couple people that have used it. They say that it works very, very well. It's pinhole resistant, direct to metal. Do you read that? Let me show you this.
Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
They literally advertise right on their can, direct to metal, DTM. I have a can of Rage Gold here, Evercoat, premium lightweight body filler. I don't see anything on there that says you can put that on metal. It doesn't say anything on there. I don't see anything that says direct to metal. I don't see anything at all. Well, let me go ahead and inform you of what Bondo is. Okay, before we go on with our review, I want to go ahead and explain something to everybody out there. I don't care what kind of Bondo you're using. I don't care if it's Dynalite, Deltron, 3M, Evercoat, UPOL, or any other brand of Bondo that's out there. All Bondo, all lightweight filler, all body fillers are DTM, direct to metal. The only reason this car is in epoxy primer because I stripped it about 6 months ago to bare metal, and I didn't want it to get surface rust from the moisture and the weather out here, so I put a coat on there to protect it. I don't care if you buy the cheapest Bondo on the market or the most expensive shit there is, that Evercoat. It's all direct to metal. If somebody tells you that you have to put epoxy primer on first and then apply your Bondo, they're full of shit and they don't know what they're talking about. Don't listen to anything they say. It's just like 2K primer is direct to metal. I don't care what brand it is. I don't care who makes it. 2K primer, 2-part primer, is direct to metal. You can put it on bare metal. So for all you jerk-offs out there telling everybody to put epoxy primer on first before your Bondo, I only got one thing to say, and I'll be silent about it. But anyway, let's get back to the situation. So this is our gold lightweight body filler by UPOL. And I decided I wanted to try this out and see exactly what all the curiosity was about it, because I'm looking for a new Bondo. The only reason I have this is because I actually got it for free. And this is I think it's $100 gallon Bondo. I will say one thing about this, it actually goes a long ways. So for all you guys out there that use this stuff, I will say for the money, this stuff goes a long distance. And this is kind of a comparison between the $100 gallon and the $30 gallon of Bondo. Now you see this one says lightweight gold, this says Rage Gold, lightweight body filler. So we're going to try to compare both of them, see which one is better for the money, which one works better, and hopefully we'll get an answer of what's going on here. So we're going to go ahead and open up our gold, UPOL Gold. Once again, we got Evercoat Rage over here. And I want to show you how nice and creamy, look at that creaminess on it. I mean, you can tell just by opening it how nice and creamy it is, and it almost has the same look as our Rage. Let's go ahead and take our lid off of our Rage and see what that looks like. And you can see the comparison. Look at this. So this is $100 Bondo, and this is $30 Bondo. Do you see that? Look at this. The consistency and the smoothness of each Bondo that I am showing you is pretty much accurately the same. The only difference is this looks green and this looks gold. Now, of course, when you buy your Bondo, you're going to get a bottle of hardener. How much hardener am I going to use, my friend Pete? I'm going to tell you how much hardener you're going to use. You're going to use enough hardener for the weather that you're working in. And that's only something that you can calculate. I can't tell you how much. So you'll have to practice. If it's cold weather, you're going to use more hardener. If it's hot, you're going to use less hardener. Does that make any sense? That's how Bondo is. Nobody can tell you exactly how much to use. We got an area on our car that we want to fill in. We're going to use the UPOL Gold. So I'm going to go ahead and get the UPOL Gold. And most of the time when you get Bondo, you have to mix it up. I noticed that this is very creamy all the way through, but I'm still going to go ahead and get a paint stick because I want to show you how to mix Bondo. So you're going to take your paint stick like this, and you're not going to stir it, okay? What you're going to do, you're just going to go like this. Just lift it up and down and move your stick around. That's all you need to do. And it'll mix up really, really nice. Now the weather out here right now is about 46 degrees. And I mean, this is some really nice stuff here. Now it says that it's non-sagging. It says that it's pinhole resistance. Okay? Now before we go any further, I want to take the gold and I want to stir that and see what the consistency is of our Evercoat. So let's go ahead and swap these out. And now we're going to take a look at our Evercoat and see what we got on this. And see what the consistency is of this versus our gold. I'm just cleaning the edges off. I want to get down in here. And I'm going to be honest with you people, look at that. Do you see what I'm looking at here? Look at this, watch. The same consistency as our UPOL Gold. For 1/3 the cost. 1/3 the cost. So far, for the money-wise, I'm going to tell you right now, as we're doing this, the money-wise, the gold is the way to go. But let's keep continuing on our little journey of using our UPOL Gold and see what happens. Okay, now that we've done our consistency test on it, and it proved to be pretty much 100% accurately to our Evercoat Rage $100 gallon of Bondo, let's go ahead and get some Bondo out here and see what really happens with it. So I got a pretty big area that I need to fill. So I'm going to go ahead and get me some Bondo out here. And normally in the wintertime, when I spread Bondo in the wintertime, I'm going to tell you right now, I normally have to use the plastic honey to mix with my Bondo to make it creamy like it is right here. But I notice, once again, it's like 46 degrees. I notice that the UPOL, I don't need to use anything. So we're going to go ahead and mix our Bondo up, our UPOL Gold. And so far, it's the same stuff as the Rage. The same consistency, the only difference is the color. Now I want you to see how this mixes up. Look at that. Remember now, this is about 46, 48 degrees out. It's under 50 degrees. And it's mixing up really nice. And then we're going to use some Evercoat on another small dent and see how that works. Because I'm in it to save money. I want an awesome product at a very reasonable price that's going to help me, the consumer, make money while I am working. So you can see where I've already applied some Bondo to an area that was already dented in. And now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and take our our UPOL Gold, and we're going to go ahead and apply it to our vehicle. So the first coat of Bondo that I applied was a filler coat, and then this is going to start to be our second coat, which will be partially finished coat. And I notice it goes on very, very smooth. You can see that as I'm putting it on. It says that it's an anti-sag Bondo. We're going to find that out here in a minute. And so far, this stuff is really working out nicely. Really working out good. Now, I mixed a lot of Bondo up like I'm normally used to doing, and look how much I have left over. This is actually working out to be exactly like the Evercoat Rage. I'm dead serious. I'm not bullshitting here. I mixed up way too much Bondo. And using Dynatron like I have for many years, this is how much I would have had to mix up to do this, to fix this type of damage right here. So, another thing that you want to look for in Bondo, you want to see if it's going to shrink. Shrinkage and sagging are the biggest things when applying Bondo. And look how smooth this is going on. Wow, this is unbelievable. It's really going on nice, I got to say. There you go, look at that. So we're going to get some more right here. There's a dent right here. There's a dent right here on this door. Up here. Let's go ahead and get that. And then there's a ding right here. And if the Bondo is good that you're using, you should only have to put a maximum of 2 coats on something like this right here. So I'm looking at this and I'm saying to myself, I think 1 coat's going to fix this problem right here. I always put it thick on the very first coat because I want it to feather out good when I sand it. So, okay, now that we went ahead and applied our UPOL, we're going to go ahead and mix up a little bit of our Rage. And I'm not going to use this on the whole car. I'm just going to use this on a few dents that I found because I want to see what the consistency is. I'm trying to show you people out there, you don't have to buy this stuff. You don't have to buy this, people. There's other products out there that do the same thing. Now I notice that this is a little more stiffer, and that's all we're going to mix up because this actually does go a long ways. And I'm thinking, first time using the UPOL, it seems like that goes a long way as well. But I have used this in the past, and I know for a fact this goes a long way, especially on small dents. And since this isn't dry yet, I'm going to go ahead and use this right here. Why not, right? Use it as a filler. Look at that. Just put it right on there. This is our UPOL Gold. UPOL Gold, people. UPOL Gold. Like I said, it's about 47, 46 degrees. Might as well use it instead of waste it. That's how I look at it. Alright, our Bondo is now dry. It's been about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and it is very dry. Let's check our Evercoat. Yeah, our Evercoat is dry. Now we're going to concentrate on this area because we got some Evercoat and we got the UPOL Gold. So let's go ahead and work on that and see what the consistency is of sanding each one and if there's any difference. So what I'm going to be sanding with to start out with is 36 grit. I got my 8-inch Bondo Buster right here, and then I got a DA sander right here, and they both have 36 grit on them. So let's go ahead and break this down and see what the consistency is versus the $100 Bondo versus the $35 Bondo. Alright, we just went ahead and sanded our UPOL Gold, and I gotta say that it feathered out really nice around the edges. It didn't rip off as I was sanding it. Sometimes you get the Bondo and it'll start fraying off and peeling off. It didn't do that. It stuck very good to bare metal. It showed that it's an accurate and precise Bondo to use for the money. And I mean, it just busted down really, really nice. Once again, we're using 36 grit here, and I gotta say, it didn't gum up my paper. So the paper is still good, it's not gummed up. And it seems like it works out very nicely. So now what we're gonna do on the smaller stuff, we're gonna go ahead and use our 36 grit DA sander, basically the same thing, and we're gonna use that on our Evercoat. Alright, so far it's hard to say actually which one's going to be the better Bondo. We saw that the Evercoat sanded down very, very nicely. It didn't peel off around the edges. It feathered out really good with the 36 grit. But we also saw that the UPOL Gold did exactly the same thing. We have more Bondo here than we do up here. These were dings where this was a patch. We're going to go ahead and clean that off. We're going to go ahead and apply some more Bondo to our area. We're going to go ahead and spread it out a little bit farther now because this dent goes way over here, so this whole area is going to be Bondoed up. You heard me right, Bondoed. And I'm going to tell you right now, I like the UPOL Gold. I like it. I think it sands really good. It doesn't clog up the paper. It doesn't break down. It doesn't peel off the edges. It's uniform and it's accurate. So I'm going to go ahead and mix up some more Bondo. I'm going to go ahead and apply it onto our area. We'll go ahead and use Evercoat up here, and we'll just keep on going until we get it done. There you go, look at that, people. Look at that right there. That is amazing. That's the UPOL Gold. That's only 2 coats on this major damage here. I'm going to put my finished coat on it and we're going to be done with it. I noticed there was some damage in this area. We're going to go ahead and fill that in as well. Right up in here. It's a little funky. So I'm going to fill that in, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you like the word gold and you're using some product by the manufacturer's name of Evercoat, dump it in the trash. Get your UPOL, get your gold, get the lightweight, get the DTM direct to metal. At least they advertise that you can do that. You can put any Bondo on bare metal. I don't care what brand it is. but at least UPOL advertises for direct to metal. You can see this is direct to metal, this is direct to metal. Evercoat up here, I haven't finished that yet, but you saw where I grinded it down. That's Evercoat, direct to metal. The problem is, the real story is, $38, $100. Well, I actually cut the video short because the real deal on Bondo is how does it sand by hand? You get it? Sand by hand. If you get a good, accurate Bondo that's precise, doesn't gum up the paper, and sands efficiently, evenly, and quick, then it's a good Bondo. If it takes numerous times of changing your paper out to get it down to where you want it, then it's pretty much time for you to think about getting something else. So I'm going to go ahead. We've already actually hand sanded this with 36 grit, and you can see this looks really, really nice. So what I got here, I got some hand blocks. I got a dowel that we're going to use, and I also got a flat block. So we're going to take our flat block and we're going to block this out. This is 80 grit. And you can see the dust falling off of it as I sand it. And you can also see that I'm not even putting any pressure on it. I'm letting the sander do the work for me. And that's done. That's ready for primer. So I'm going to take my dowel sander. I'm going to feather that out really nice. I'm going to get it down to where I want it, put primer on it. And that's done. Look at that. Okay, look it up here. See where that extra Bondo is right there? Watch this. I'm going to take my dowel sander. I'm going to go ahead and feather this out. Feels great. That feels like brand new. Look at that. So within approximately 3 hours, I don't even think it was 3 hours, probably 3 hours, I went ahead and did all the body work on the door. We went ahead and got all the body work done on this rear quarter panel, which was an extreme situation because we replaced quarter panel sections, wheel well sections, and all this other stuff. And this is ready for primer. This is a primer ready situation, all because we decided to go with UPOL Gold. Once again, if you got any questions, you got any situations, don't hesitate to call my friend Pete. In the description is my contact information. And look what we got. Look what we got, guys. Which one's gonna win? Which one's the winner here? Come on. Tell us what you got. Look at this. I want to show you something. You saw all the body work I did. Watch this. Look at this. Watch. I used about a quarter of a gallon. About a quarter of a gallon to do what I just did. Do you see that? So, a little over a quarter maybe. Lightweight Gold, UPOL, UPO 745 right there, guys. That's the winner. Take your rage, stick it in your ass, play with it, go to bed with it, sleep with it, do whatever you want with it. But you know what? I'm going to save me 90 bucks, and I'm going to go with UPOL Gold, baby. Right there, UPOL Gold.
Thanks for watching D.I.Y. Automotive School. Classes don't stop till you know everything.